Hello, this is Joseph Sapp from the Vessel. Today I have Rachel Rodriguez from Intercom High School, an art teacher. Today I'm just going to be asking her a few questions. And so, how did you get into teaching? And is this something you always envisioned for yourself?
Hmm. Yes, I've always envisioned this since I was very young. In fact, after life threw a couple of curveballs, I found myself in the beauty industry, kind of off track from school, and I was cleaning out my mom's garage, kind of looking at old projects I had done in school. And I was 3 years old. My preschool teacher was asking questions like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it said a teacher. And at that moment, I kind of realized, this is my moment, make or break, and I need to just follow my heart and not disappoint my younger self. So right then, I think I only needed like 9 months more to get my credential. So I just stopped what I was doing, enrolled in the program, and had to make a choice, beauty industry and making lots and lots of money or serving our community. So I've definitely always wanted to teach, and I met some really great people in my undergrad who taught me about art education as a major, and it really helped me speed along the process to be focused with like methods and education, not just art. So that's kind of how I got into it.
Okay,
I've
if you
always
were
been a
going
math.
into the beauty industry, what would you have done?
Say that again.
If you were going into the beauty industry, what would you have done?
So I was working in wholesale retail and I had managed a couple different locations. And I had one of our vendors approach me as the regional manager for her brand. And she said, like, I'll groom you. I'm getting promoted. You'll have enough money to hire a nanny, bring your kids with you on the road. Like, it just sounded really lucrative and really fun. But at the end of the day, I think like my goal is not to build hairdressers businesses, but promote our youth to be confident enough to become a hairdresser one day, right? So it's all about building our young people to get there and not serve the people that already are there.
Right. Okay. So, in your years of teaching, what is the most rewarding experience you have had so far?
Ooh, that's really tough. The most, I don't know if I can dial it down to a single moment, but I think it's those conversations with kids that go, you know, beyond the basic requirement, whether we're talking about the way like glaze drips off of a piece or whether the structure of something will be supported in those moments where the intention is so much greater than just how do I get this done, how do I get a grade, but it's really the passion and the interest and confidence in themselves to push beyond the limit. So I think all of those moments where I just see kids have these revelations, about what it really means to learn and to grow and to be confident and know who you are so you can really fight anything in this life. It's just those little triumphs, even when they're super small.
Have you so far this semester? I know school just started. Have you had
Yeah.
any of those, or is it still trying to get to that point?
Say that one more time. Is it what?
So far, I know the semester just started a couple weeks. Have you had any of those students make a revelation yet?
Hmm. I mean, it is really early, but I must say, with the very first project, before we started in clay, I had kids build a giant letter out of cardboard and sort of add little attachments that were representative of their identity. And right away, um, I could see kids just building confidence and being proud of the work that they were doing and finding new ways to explore their ideas. So I could tell that it was going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year because their minds are open and I think they're ready to do the work for the right reasons.
That's all you can ask.
Yeah.
Um, so you're a mother of two, you're an
Yes.
art teacher, and
Yes.
you're also your own person. So what are the challenges of balancing all three?
Oh, it is such a challenge,
There's a lot, yeah.
especially being a single mom. The girl's dad is great and involved in a lot of ways, but most of the time, I'm at the forefront of everything that they need. And I think it's just really having integrity with everything that I do so that I can feel good at the end of the day about what I've done at work. So when it is time to focus on my children or my self care, it's really intentional. So definitely time with friends, time with family. Um, but I think I just always follow like where my heart leads me. Like whatever I need to lean into at the moment, that's where I'm going to put my energy. And if it feels like I shouldn't be putting my energy there, I'm not going to do it. So I think that's how I balance my life a lot. It's like, just making sure that all my cups are full. And when I feel one that starts, to be neglected, just maybe pour into that. Just really leaning into what I feel I need to do to have purpose.
I know outside of school, outside of being a teacher, you do
Mm-hmm.
football stuff. Can you go into that?
Oh, yeah. So I've done a lot of work with different companies with um, trying to promote the skills, of kids in high school who are pursuing an athletic career in college. So just kind of running and managing camps and seeing kids all over the nation and their abilities and just trying to get that recruitment and their stats. And so running operations for that has just allowed me to make so many connections with so many great people and see kids again at a different level that you normally wouldn't see them, right? Like in the classroom, kids, sometimes they're authentic, but other times they're, putting on a front or nervous about their success, so they're not being authentic. So when you get to see them sort of out of that setting, doing what they're more passionate about, it's very rewarding. And then you also kind of look at them differently, and it allows you to open your mind to other people as well. Like we never really know what someone's strengths are, because a lot of times we focus too much on weaknesses, right? So just seeing what kids can do has been super dope. Um, and that was the time in my life where I really needed to just stay busy. And I love traveling, like I said, meeting different coaches from all over. But now I've kind of settled down with that a little bit and taken more of a role, focusing on my kids are at a turning point. My oldest is about to drive. So things are shifting. I need to be a little more present.
Right. Do you do anything else in your free time at the moment that you find fun or interesting?
Hmm. I must say I haven't been as connected with the community. I know when I had a lot more time when I was out of the classroom, especially during the pandemic, I was able to partner with a lot of collectives and just different local businesses and really get kids to work in putting murals in their spaces or offering help to the community. But right now, like I said, I'm really just focused on my kids. They're playing soccer on the weekends and practice during the week and um, spending time with family. My parents are coming up on their 50th anniversary, so we're planning a
Mm.
huge party for that. So I think right now just cherishing family time. We've got the holidays coming up, but I'm really not doing anything too extra. It's kind of a still point in my life. And I think because school has been so chaotic post pandemic, and I had to take on a lot of leadership roles last year that I normally wouldn't have. And things are a little bit more in place this year, so it allows me to focus differently. So yeah, just chilling, kicking it. I'm about to get into like backpacking and hike with some folks, but really just hanging with friends and family and creating memories with my children. Hitting up Santa Cruz a lot. We do that a lot. We love beach towns. So
Not bad. Um, you're an art teacher. Would you ever open up your own art studio?
man, my biggest dream I think is opening up my own school. Something totally anti-institution, and again, really putting the kids on display. So if I were to do anything like that, which I would love to just be able to create all day, but yeah, some sort of a street club, where kids can come and explore all avenues of their creativity, whether it's spoken word or, spray painting on a wall. I would love to offer education in a different setting than a public school. Definitely.
Okay, this is my last question. Of all your
Okay.
years in teaching, what is your personal favorite project that you came across?
Okay, and this is totally not biased, right? But I have to definitely put you on a pedestal here. I must say, your piece, when we were introducing coil pots, right away you were resistant. And I found that